Intel has sent down the latest planetary impact studies, and these are the computer scans of the targets.
As always, my son, a job well done. We have secured the key codes. Now we must secure a tower. As you can see, GDI will not relent. They have already destroyed most of the towers under completion. You must ensure that at least one tower reaches completion, or my entire plan is in jeopardy.
Based on diagrams found in the Tacitus, we believe upon completion, the tower will become impervious to attack. There are only 4 towers still in play. This tower, in the Mediterranean red zone, appears nearest completion.
Protect that tower at all costs, my son. The future of Nod depends upon it.
Building. Training. Training. Incoming transmission. We must protect the aliens' phase generators at all costs. Their destruction makes this last alien tower vulnerable to attack.
Welcome back, Commander.
GDI must be eliminated to secure this alien tower for Kane. Raise their structures.
So we're ambushed by a lot of tiny little cutscenes.
Cannons and blast the tower to smithereens.
I also find you need to be particularly quick on this mission, which isn't really a good thing. It took me a few tries to get this down well enough. Also, for some reason, that one cutscene always glitches out. It's the only one that doesn't seem to move and has, like, off colors. So the goal that we have is not only to protect 3 specific buildings, but we need to destroy 2 GDI bases.
Our base is under attack.
Unlike previous missions, where the Skrin seems to do well enough on defense, or at least being able to survive, the Skrin AI just does not have the same properties now.
New construction options.
While this is probably something to be expected, it just kind of sucks that this is the circumstances under which they present themselves. It's not fun to see that a new faction that does very well, and that can sometimes be a wall that you have to bash your head against in order to progress, suddenly just doesn't really perform all that well against another AI that will flood the area with mammoth tanks, rocket soldiers, predator tanks, etc.
Exposure detected. Repairing. Construction complete. Silos needed.
So the main reason why you want to rush out certain techs, as I have done, is specifically because you need more money. The starting Tiberium zone is just not good enough. On top of that, the second nearest green one is actually one that belongs to the Skrin, and your refineries won't really target that one for whatever reason, so you just end up having harvesters that go next to your base and avoid a perfectly fine field. I also needed to get the commando very quickly, specifically to take out these juggernauts. There's nothing that will take them out quite as quick as a commando, as you might expect, them being walkers. And being able to do this with a 2,000 cost unit versus, multiple avatars, etc. is just something that's very much needed.
Moving.
This is also very important to accomplish very quickly, specifically because the Juggernauts have one immense range, as we've come to see time and time again, but more specifically because those Juggernauts are attacking the phase generators. So even if you were to prevent the GDI forces from ever approaching the Skrin base, if those Juggernauts are left alone, they will win the mission by themselves. Skrin, as far as I know, don't ever go up against them, so you always need to have that in the back of your mind. Now, I tried this a bunch of ways. When I finally got to this general point in the mission, I went with mass stealth tanks, but frankly speaking, they're just not that great. As great as they are for first strike capability and being able to be fun and annoying with, they just don't have the sustained power and, well, armor to deal with whatever GDI has.
Repairing. Bonus objective complete.
This is important because by the time you get to this point, we can already see on the map that there's a lot of blue mixed in with that purple. And
We must get to work.
as mentioned, you're on a timer. You really can't afford to dilly-dally too much. I wanted to make sure that this base wouldn't constantly harass me anymore or throw more troops anywhere, so I spent a little bit more time taking it out with the Avatar Walkers. This could have gone very badly for me, but I got lucky, which is kind of the only way to put it.
They're done.
Unit recovered.
So I start destroying a couple extra buildings, but not really paying attention to how much HP the phase generators actually have. Sure, there's 3 of them, but after a while, the Juggernauts have done quite a bit of damage. And Kane just warns us that there's a phase generator that blew up. We're going to get another one of those warnings when they get even lower, and I lose, or a second generator is lost.
Video uplink. Phase
Only
generators
one
at
phase
10%.
generator remains. Guard it with your life.
Base is under attack.
For whatever reason, GDI's remaining infantry and some rocket soldiers nearby aren't shooting at it, and honestly, that's the saving grace for me right here. Otherwise, I'd have to restart back at a much earlier point in this mission. And since I destroyed the southeastern base, I don't really have anything else to worry about from that direction, so I can kind of just hang out at the north and work my way towards the base without much complexity.
Select target.
For some reason, GDI's troops all decide to hover around the construction yard as I throw a nuke out there, so enjoy the view. I don't think I'll ever get a... Well, I shouldn't say that. There's like one other nuke that's better than this.
Unit promoted. Units lost.
They're done. Under control. Avatar.
I guess technically I misspoke. It's not a nuke. Anyways,
Avatar.
yeah, at a certain point, you've just kind of won. The mission becomes solved. But the frankly harsh timer at the start seems like a trick that has been pulled one too many times in this campaign, if I'm being honest.
Enemy units sighted.
Avatar.
Establishing video uplink.
GDI is vanquished and my tower is complete. This victory will herald the dawn of a glorious new era. And I owe it all to you, Commander. I heard you were back, my son. Congratulations. The last tower has been activated. It now stands invulnerable to human attack. Inside that tower, the secrets to Tiberium await us. And with them, control of the universe. Come, join my inner circle as we prepare to open the gateway. Behold, our hero! The one whose loyalty and courage made our dreams of ascension a reality.
And that's it. No CGI, no rousing speech, no cool stats, just fuck you, back to the main screen, no credits, good night. This was incredibly disappointing, so hopefully GDI's end is better?